Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being here today. In this video, I want to do a journal with me session in my Hobonichi Techo, and I also want to do, a bit of a plan with me session in my A6 Stalogy. So it's going to be a mishmash kind of a video. This is how I usually work in my journals and planners, so I just thought I would let the camera go and I filmed my process with you. So here in the weekly section in my Hobonichi Cousin, this is in the effect, so it's only from July to December. In the weekly section near the front of the book, I like to stick to writing out positive things, things that I'm grateful for, so it's kind of like a gratitude list. And so I am writing in that section there. I was keeping track of the new cases in Tokyo every day, but I've kind of not forgotten, but I've kind of stopped doing that in the weekly section. I might go back to it, but at this time, for the past couple of weeks, I haven't really been documenting the numbers. So I am just writing, like I said, about positive things that happened during the day in this weekly part of the Hobonichi Cousin. And then I will have to do another video, like a travel journal with me session, because I couldn't fit all of the stuff that I wanted to in my Hobonichi Techo. And that's what happens often, is we will go on a trip, or we will go like on a day trip somewhere, or we will do something out of the ordinary, and I will document it, of course, in the Hobonichi Cousin, but I want to do more journaling, so I will do that in a separate journal, so like a travel journal, if you will. So I will have to do a travel journal with me session later on in the coming weeks. I've already pre-inked, or pre-inked the pages with some Tim Holtz Distress Stain. I like the fact that I did this in the previous day, so I don't have to worry about adding color to the page. I guess if you wanted to add color, you can easily take out your watercolors and add watercolor there. If you have like a light wash of watercolor, it will dry really quickly. If you have some pattern paper, like a light colored pattern paper, you could stick that down to your page to add color as well. But yes, so I added some washi tape on the borders, and I printed some photos from the camping trip that we went to, and the pictures are just printed on regular copy paper at home. I use an app called what is it called? Sorry, I keep forgetting, so I have to remember to write it in the description, but it's called Pic Collage, sorry. I use an app called Pic Collage. I make a collage of the photos that I want to print out, and then I'll just print it out on my home printer at home. I don't have one of those like mobile mini printers. I think they're called the Sprocket or the Instax, or I don't even have the selfie printer. I just print it at home on regular printer paper. I know that the 100 yen shops here, Daiso and those kinds of shops, also carry photo paper. So if you wanted to print out like photo quality paper, if you wanted to print out photo quality, you can easily purchase a pack for 100 yen or $1. I think it has about 20 or 25 sheets in a pack. So if you want to have like better quality printing done, I guess you can do that, or you could do what I did in the past. Before I had a printer, I would print at the convenience store. So I use the Sailor Shikiori brush pens here for the headings. Sometimes I'll take out my watercolor brush and watercolor set, and then sometimes I'll just take out the Sailor Shikiori brush pens. I really like how they write. The colors are different, and I mentioned this before, but I find that the colors are not like your typical primary colors, and I like having that difference in my Hobonichi Cousin. I'm just adding a bit of a border here on the two images that I printed off. Just a simple border with some squiggly lines. Sorry about that. Yes, I like to do that to kind of highlight the images. It's kind of hard to see, but the kids are wearing the, what are these called? Glow lights? The ones that you kind of take out of the package and you snap and then they light up. I think they're called glow lights. I'm not 100% sure, but they're little bracelets so that we made sure that they didn't get lost or anything. Here I'm just writing a quote which was very true this past weekend. It says, "There is no Wi-Fi in the forest, but you will find a better connection." So I am documenting or writing or catching up on my pages from the previous days, and this trick I found on a channel, a YouTube channel. I will link her down below. She's a Japanese content creator, but it's such a simple and easy thing to do. You just grab a washi tape and make sure you choose a washi tape that you can easily peel off the Hobonichi paper, because the Tomoe River paper is quite thin. You lay it down so that it creates like an edge, and you just apply marker on top. I'm using the Rushon Petite. This is like the blush color, and it was in one of the stationery selection boxes in the previous months. And then you peel the masking tape off or the washi tape off, and it's such a pretty thing. I really want to do more of this to decorate the edges of my pages. It's so easy to do, and it's very impactful and effective, and I can't wait to do it using different types of markers and colors in the future. So I highly recommend you check her out. I know she's Japanese, but you can easily look at her videos, and she has a lot of wonderful and great ideas, especially when it comes to bullet journaling and headings and things like that. So I will leave her channel down below. So now you see here I'm grabbing my Stalogy in the A6 size. This is the half-year A6 Stalogy. I'm trying to do this personal bullet journal slash personal planner. I don't know how to call it. It's not really a commonplace journal. I guess it's like an everything journal, like an omni journal, but I'm still playing around with it. I still don't feel 100% comfortable, and I don't feel that I've 100% found my groove, but I do want to share my process with you. So on this page, we did go away for the extended long weekend. So I just wrote 7, 8, and 9, and then I wrote the heading camping trip. So the days of the week, I think I've been asked this several times, is from a company called Marks, and it's about $8, I want to say, and it has the days of the week, and the days are perforated, so you can easily rip off the day and stick it down. You can write the month on the blank spot using a ballpoint pen, and I find it very convenient to have. Sorry, is it Marks or Maste? Anyways, I'll leave it linked down below if I can find the exact link to it. But I find it very convenient, and it adds a bit of fun to the page. I feel like it's a very convenient and nice thing to add. Now I am going to start the next week. I'm trying to prepare the next week, and I tend to do this at the end of the week, so either during Saturday or Sunday, when things are kind of winding down for the day, I'll take out the stamps. The clear stamp set is from the stationery selection. It is a monthly, like you can make your own month, and you can have a Monday start or a Sunday start. So I like to stamp this on the page for the weekly overview, and I like to use the one of the bars. You'll see later on, I use the bar to highlight the current week that we are in. So I do this a lot. I drop my ink often on onto the page or onto the surface. I don't know what it is. I guess I have butterfingers, or maybe I need to get like a bigger stamp or ink pad, because the smaller ones I quite often ink up the stamp, and then I tend to drop it face down. But anyways, so here's the bar that I was referring to earlier. I'm using these finger inks. I think they're called soramame inks, and they're very convenient. But I'm using that to highlight the current week that we are in, and using that to set up my weekly overview. My weekly overview in my Stalogy is usually a couple of pages long, and I know some people have wanted me to share a video about my Stalogy, looking at like a more in-depth view, a page per page type of video, sharing with you my thoughts. But I still want to give it some more, like I still want to play with it a little bit more, maybe for at least a couple more weeks. I don't know, I can't get my thoughts together. I like it, but at the same time I'm missing a lot of things. So I don't know if I want to go back into rings, or I don't know what it is. I think it's it's like the mid-year planner confusion, or Hobonichi is releasing their new lineup, and I see that in the new lineup they have pages that are already numbered, and you're like, wow, maybe I could use that for next year. And then so I get even more confused. My work planner is in a B6, it's a B6 notebook, and I like it, but it's not wowing me, or it's not giving me the planner vibes. I don't know what it is, but it's a planner for my work, so it shouldn't really be exciting me. I don't know. But anyways, I'm just rambling on now. Yes, so I decided to print off some of Courtney Diaz. She is Little Raven Ink on Patreon. I decided to print off some of her collage sheets on some tracing paper, and it's called tracing paper here, but it's a vellum, but a thinner vellum. I can't seem to find that thick type of vellum here. Maybe they sell them at the craft store, but anyways, it was 20 sheets for $1, so I've decided to do that. It's most economical that way, and the sheets are nice and light. So I've decided to print some of Courtney's collage bits and things on tracing paper, and I've cut a piece off and tipped that in so that it kind of covers my to-do list, just so that not a lot of people really look at my planner, but I don't know, I just like having tip-ins and things. It's really fun for me, and it makes me want to open my notebook, and it makes me want to look at my to-do list for the week. So I added that paper in there. It's not really functional in any way, but it does add a bit of fun for me and excitement for me, so I did include that in there. I'm looking through my previous week's to-do list to see if there's anything I can cross off, or if there are items that I need to transfer to this week. And so that's what I've been doing so far these last couple of weeks, and it's been working out great. I mark off the corners of my pages for when I review everything. So if I look at a page and it hasn't been marked off, then it gives me the heads up that I need to review the page items and make sure that I can tick that off on the corner. I've decided to use this light highlighter in gray to write down my tracker. I kind of regret it now because my eyes don't gravitate towards the habit tracker, and so for next week I think I will probably use just a regular ballpoint pen. So in the front pocket that I created using some acetate, I just have a stash of papers and bits. So I grabbed one piece of paper, like a patterned paper, that is very pretty, and I guess I could have used the right side, but I felt that the blue clouds were too vibrant, the colors were too dark, so I flipped it to the wrong side just so that I can use it. It's a pretty piece of paper, and it adds some nice something to the page, and it makes me want to open my journal, so I added that. I could still write on top of it because the clouds are nice and light. I added some washi tape there, and I'm using my stickers. I will leave her linked down below. They're very nice, simple designs. I don't know if I'm going to purchase any more sticker kits, to be honest. I wanted to give it a shot, and I really, really like the simplicity of not having to write out the days. I don't know what it is. I don't really like my writing when it comes to like writing out the days of the week or writing out the months. I find that my writing is so messy. I don't mind my writing when it comes to do-dos and journaling and things, but when it comes to planning and writing out specific days and things, I don't like my writing for some reason. So I do appreciate the sticker kits, but I'm not too sure how long I will continue with that. I do have several weeks to go and I'm very excited to use them. So, all right, I think I've rambled way too much. I apologize for that, but I know some of you have been enjoying the longer videos and I really appreciate you for joining me today. I hope you found this video useful and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.